for now, just because it doesn't have the complications of lower fret things. Have this fist floating here, and open the fingers gently, and keep a nice curve, and then we'll get the thumb behind the hand. And now, hold the first finger down, and then, once it's down, let the arm kick in. Let this arm hold the finger down, like that. And then lift it up. And when you lift it up, you'll have to have the arm pull up again. Okay, now what we're going to do, you feel how the arm is helping me hold the finger down, like that. Now let's do this little exercise. We're going to play 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. And again. Now what I want you to feel is that the fingers are moving from here to the string. That you're not stretching up, because the minute you stretch up with the finger, you can't feel the arm coming down anymore. And then when the fingers relax, they lift off. You don't have to pull the finger away. Okay? That's a very detrimental thing, to pull the finger away. Rather, just let it relax. It'll lift up by itself. So that's how that looks. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the thumb in the left hand. It's got to serve as the balance point for the rest of the hand. All the fingers should put their weight into the thumb. And very often people misunderstand the way the thumb should work. It should basically be just about halfway between the index and middle fingers, but it also needs to follow the hand as it moves around. Let's say we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As I switch strings, notice how my thumb follows my fingers, and the angle here stays the same. Now, if you kept the thumb where it was, you would get this. Okay, and that's a totally different position than this. Or some people leave the thumb too far down or too far to the side, and they get a squeeze here. That's not so good. You're not really helping the hand very much. You want to keep it nice and open in here so you can feel that squeeze. Okay, good. Now when we do shifts, changing positions, it's the same thing. The thumb has to always serve as the balance point. And also what this is going to bring into is the concept of how this arm functions. You always want to be able to feel this sensation of the arm rocking like this. And the only way to do that is to have this angle of the upper arm against the body change and follow your position. So when you're in first position, you want to have it out just a little bit. Not too much, because that's strained, but out just a little bit. Then as you move down, you let gravity just take the arm in like this. Descending, you want to anticipate slightly the motion of the arm out to the new place. Anticipate. That way the hand just flies to the next position. Okay. Now we talked about shifting and chromatic things, but let's talk now about having the fingers move within their own arena here. We talked in the right hand about how this joint, this main knuckle, is the power knuckle, and that if motion is from here, that's the most efficient motion, and the finger will return by itself. And that this joint and this joint, they can essentially stay at any position and be relaxed. Well, in the left hand, it's the same concept. The motion on and off the string is from this knuckle. And these knuckles decide what string you're going to play on. Okay, so changing these knuckles decides what string you're going to play on. Let's try this little exercise which has contrary motion. We'll just play it through once just to get the idea of what's going on. It's okay, that's what it is. First of all, we don't want to have the hand help us do this. It should be all in the fingers. If you have trouble doing it with between 5 and 2, try it with 4 and 2. It's less of a stretch. Okay, now here's how we're going to do this. Instead of just moving immediately from one chord to the next, let's time the relaxations in the fingers so that we're using them effectively. What we're going to do is push the first one down. Now, relax the fingers. What I've done is lifted them off, and now they're relaxed. Then I can exchange. I can switch from this joint. So I switch, and then I lightly touch. Then I push in this joint. Then I relax, switch, then I push. So it's push, relax, switch, touch, push, relax, switch, touch, push. And then when you combine the 3 steps, you get push, switch, push, switch, push, switch. That's kind of hard to say, push, switch. Okay, so when you get very good at this, what we're doing is having just energy down when we need it. And when we have to switch, the fingers are relaxed. The fingers will always work better, will move better this way if they're relaxed. If they're tight, they tend to exaggerate motions, and you get all kinds of, that's how people get tendinitis in the wrist and that sort of thing, by moving with the fingers.